Preparations are underway here in Mbombela to host the ministerial G20 meeting in September ahead of the G20 Summit that is going to be held here in the country in November this year. The Minister of the Department of Tourism is engaging with stakeholders across this province because this province is going to be one of the provinces that is going to be hosting that ministerial G20 meeting of the tourist minister. Let's speak now to the minister to talk to us about the engagement that they've been having with communities and also stakeholders here. Minister, what really stood out for you, and also why are we having these engagements before the G20 meeting?
Well, first of all, the G20, like our president is saying, leave no one behind. So we're in engagement today. We listen to communities. We wanted to know what more can we do, explain to them the value. And especially for the Department of Tourism, we have selected Mpumalanga to host all our G20 events here. And with the support of the MEC and the Premier, we are all working together. So it was a open and frank engagement. We learned, we've listened, and some of the things we have to come back and implement.
And what are those issues that the people have raised with the department and then you have to address? Because obviously this is a way to ensure that we unlock opportunities, especially for small businesses.
Just let me start with the students first. What we've learned today also is the difficulty that the students here at the Tshwane University of Technology, they come to the university to do their practical, their theories, but then they need assistance to go and do their practicals outside in the sector so that they can get their full diploma. And that is where we need to step in, because without the practicals, they can't get the diploma. And I will certainly, as a Department of Tourism, see how do we help more students to get their practical experience by us funding them and getting the private sector to absorb them. In terms of the SMMEs, it's a critical part of the sector. You know, we have got many of the SMMEs here today. It is the responsibility of government to lead by example. We must be first to support our SMMEs, and this is what we are doing today. But through the Department of Tourism, we also provide market access, where we fund SMMEs to take them around the world, to get them exposure, to get new business, to grow their business. So I'm very happy with my experience here today, and I want to thank the province and all the stakeholders here for us working together to showcase our country for G20.
And also taking these products that the SMEs are exhibiting here to the broader market. Let's not talk about
and we are taking it to give away as presents to all our guests.
And also, yes, Minister. And then let's talk about now America is going to be implementing the 30% tariffs. How is it going to impact these businesses, and how are, as a department, going to help them to ensure that they can still access the American market, even though now the 30% tariff imposed are going to be go ahead by tomorrow?
Well, you know what, fortunately for us as the tourism sector, we are not directly impacted, but we are indirectly impacted by it. It's mostly the citrus and the agriculture sector. But despite all of the tariffs and despite all of the announcements by America, tourism is growing between America and South Africa. In fact, we are now receiving more tourists from America than what we receive from the UK and from Europe. So we just have to continue talking. Our president led the discussions to the White House, and we must continue to negotiate. We must continue to show that we can find other markets. We should not just be depending on one market. Yes, it's the second largest trading partner for our country, but the lesson for us as South Africa is find new markets. Yes.
And also, Minister, talk to me about now the meetings is going to be held. I know over 30 ministers are going to be here. Just talk to us about that.
Yes, we will be having the ministerial meeting here in the province in September. We will be welcoming 20 ministers from all the G20 countries, plus another 10 ministers who are guest countries. And they will not just be coming here to talk about policy and politics. We're also going to use the opportunity to showcase the beauty of the province, to take them around the province on excursions, to show them them the investment opportunities that we have here, investment in infrastructure, investment in maintenance in the province. So it's going to be a big plus for South Africa, but more so particularly for the province, to bring all of those ministers here.
Minister, thank you so much. That was Minister of Tourism, Patricia de Lille, talking to us about the engagement that they've been having with communities here. They are going to also to go to other regions, including Gertsebande and also Nkangala, where they're also going to be engaging with more of these sectors to ensure that they be assisted before that G20 meeting that is going to be held here in Mpumalanga.